Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. It is Angela, the Traveling Crafter, and I'm here with another open collaboration of the hashtag 100 Day Challenge ATH, which stands for Around the House. And if you're so inclined to play along, you can pull the list of prompts in the description box on my Ko-fi site and get those for free to get started. And you can also just put the hashtag in the search bar and find myself and many others who are participating. We have Journal, Gigi Hannah. We have Tammy from Texas Sweet Tea Treasures. We have Caddis Craft Designs, Carol at Crinkle Path, Fanny Panny, and MJ Reyes at My Paper Journey, and Leslie at Silver Moon Creations. So today is sheet music. Now, if it wouldn't have been for me thrifting things, I would not have sheet music because I'm not very musical. But I happen to have a lot of it because I have thrifted it. So what I thought I would do is show you a few things that I've used it for in the past. I got a pile of things. I've got a pile of a variety of papers, music, and then we'll work on 2 projects. And so that's what we're going to do. So the first one is, this is a canvas. I have done these before. I did a really cool one years and years and years ago. It was really narrow, and I made a heart. Just imagine the shape of a heart. But I took probably 100 tiny little hearts, die cuts, bone folded them in the center so they were folded, and so it was 3-dimensional. I love that piece. I don't know what happened to it. And I had this one, and I have not done anything with it, but it's here, should I ever want to. So that's a good idea. It's a nice backdrop. If you do mixed media, you could use it for that. Then I have, this is from some of the scraps that we had the other day. So I just decorated with a little bit of chunk of fabric. This is a piece on there for the tag. So we've got that. This is pocket. So, I mean, you can whip some things up real fast. This, I printed the poppies on music. And if you notice, I printed it upside down. Oh, well, I've had it forever and I haven't used anything. This one I painted on, but this is not music. But you could. This one I painted on that is music. These were stamps. We did these together, both of these, I think, on a previous video. This is just some scraps. This is one of the things that we're going to make. So I'm going to set that aside. Here's another one. This is something else we're going to make. This is a pocket, and this has a little notebook in it, and then you pull this up, and there's more writing space underneath. So we're going to make some of those, and then I think we'll make 1 or 2 of these. This is big, but this is basically just a variety of paper, which includes the sheet music, and it's just one thin layer of papers into pockets on a page. So we're going to do some of those as well. So let's get started. Let's see, this one was, I think, a prototype from a long time ago because it's a little jankety. It probably needs to go in my template box. Okay, so let me put all of this aside and we'll go ahead and get started. I did want to show you one thing before we do that. And that is the result of my splatter papers. So here, this is what they look like when they're all dry. And I'll put them aside and show you a few, just so you can get the gist. This one we want to pull out because it's sticker paper. And I think we're going to use this for something else. I think I had a couple of those. Here's another sticker sheet, I think. Nope. But maybe we'll use a few of these today. Like, let's just pull a couple of these out. Here's a sticker sheet. Oh, I missed half of it, but yeah, no, it's fine. But they just turn out so fun. All right, we'll keep these up there just in case we want to use them. But I wanted to show you, I had them out to put in my I have a scrap box just for those. So what are you going to need? You're going to need some sheets of music or paper. If you don't have sheet music, use whatever you got. You may need a paper trimmer, and you're going to need some glue and scissors, as I always say, the normal suspects. So what we're going to do is, one of the most basic things to use your sheet music for is to just make it into a signature. And I made a whole lot of these. in advance. So these can go in my finished papers for signatures, and they're all done and they're all been put together. So we're going to create one of these using just some of our scraps. So let's, is there more than one there? There is. We're just going to do one. All right, so let's put this aside. And do I have everything else that I need? I don't know. We might use some of that. I might use some of this. And of course, I want a smaller piece of that. So for this one, we're just going to arrange it however we wish. And I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do it on the back side. I feel like I did a lot on the front and I didn't do a lot on the back. Now this, I just inked this thing up so it's super, super juicy. And I probably don't want, well, it doesn't really matter. We'll put the whole thing on there. So I'm just layering. That's all I'm doing. Now, in the first one I did, the first one I did of these, when I was mass making, I left this open as a tuck, but that's not going to work because it is extremely fragile. And so I just feel like it's just going to crack and tear. So if you have fragile papers like these, I would suggest doing something different with them. Now this I love. It says, let the sun shine in. So I'm just going to, oops, I lost my pencil in my scrap box. There you go. Just going to pull that off. And then we're just going to use a little bit of our glitter glue, whatever glue you have, to make a pocket. Like I said, these are really, really thin on here. Okay, so we got that. All that. Let's see, this one has a backing to it. Let's do this one. Let's see how that works. No? Let's do it this way. Let's make a pocket down here. And this one I'll put a little, because this is, I must have backed that with some oops papers, some dyed papers at one time or another. Well, maybe, I think I have some others that I did like that too as well. So these are really simple. I mean, you could, there's so many things. I've done a lot with book pages. I have a whole playlist on, how to use book pages in your journal. So you can check that out. So I was like, well, what could I do that's a little bit different that I haven't done on camera? And so this is what I came up with. I kind of want to do another pocket here. It kind of goes, why not? And that's all there is to it. I mean, come on. Like, that's lickety-split. You just get your book pages out and go to town. And you kind of just look at the different fonts and the layers and, what you think plays out and goes well together. And you just start going for it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'm going to use this to get under. See what I'm saying? It's very fragile. There we go. All right, that one is done. And that's all there is to it. So I have one more finished. Now, let's make these other ones. Hold on, let me clean up my mess a little bit while we get prepped. Oh, I was going to use we'll do it on this. I'm going to pull these closer so I don't forget to use them. All right, let's see what we got. I feel like I have more. Okay, this is, all right, let's rip this and tear this apart first. I feel like I have more hymnals, but I don't know. I'm kind of perplexed as to where they might be. And it shouldn't be that hard of a thing for me to find, but I don't know where they're at. Oops. But I really like this one because of the tiny, tiny font. It's called, what is it called? Wonderful Jesus and Other Songs. I'll keep that scrap piece for something else. Pull this apart. All right, so what are we going to make with this stuff? Well, I'll show ya. We are going to find a piece that I've already done. I covered these with coffee dyed paper, and I did round the corners. Sort of. Looks like I didn't get that one. There we go. So these are rounded. And then we have, what we're going to do is turn these into a pocket. So you're going to have a pocket here, and then a spot to write here. Easy, easy, easy. Okay, so that's what we're going for, but I kind of want to put some of this on here just to, I like this a lot. So let's use a piece of that. Oh, that's pretty. We're putting it on with the little dots and everything on there. It's so fun. It's like magic when you do these splatter pages, you know. You don't know what they're going to turn out like. So that's what the fun of it is. All right, so we got that. Just for a little added oomph. And we're going to take one of these. Well, let's round the edges on these two. Around the corners. These are so simple, you guys. Am I in frame? I sure hope so. I kind of want to put some more on here, so I might do one more thing. Maybe one with words. With words and letters. Okay, let's see. Here, we can do a little piece of this. Okay. There we go. Now, all we're going to do with this is we're going to fold this. And I want this to be a little bit higher than this because we're going to put a tab on it. So let's just go there. And, or maybe we should go like this and then just fold it down like that. There, that's better. All right, that's done. I'm not straight. That's better. Okay, let's put a little, I'm being very light-handed with this because, like I said, it's, yeah, as you can tell, this is walnut stain and it's really juicy. Okay, now we're just going to turn this into a pocket. So I'm going to just go here, here, and here. I'm going to pop this down. And I'm going to make sure that it's glued well. Now, excuse me, we have some little labels. Let's use, maybe we should use this one. You know what we could do? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this plain one and we're going to cover it with this so that we have some pretty, kind of pull it all together. All right, now I'm going to have to cut it out, but that's fine. We'll work through it. I'll show you a way that we could have done it easier. I do have a video on how to make whale tails punches, but I'm going to show you really quick because this would have been much easier to do it this way. We just needed a little bit more substantial and thicker. All right, that one's done. We're going to fold it in half. We want that on the front, I think. And just want to make sure it all sticks together. We're going to pop this right here. Oh my goodness. And there we have it. I don't know that that's necessarily even in the middle, but it's good enough. All right, so that one is done. Now let's do another one. We're going to use my 2-inch punch. And I need a piece of scrap. Perfect. This will work. Well, let's make sure we get something that's going to fit in there. That's not going to fit. All right, let me find a bigger piece. Hold, please. I might not have a lot of... Oh, here. This will be perfect. All right, so I am going to just put a bunch of glue on here. I like the idea of the numbers. That's pretty ratty, guys, but that's okay. It's pretty ratty. Now let's take our punch. See if we can get... I want the best of the pieces. All right, let's punch this. All right, that's done. Hang on, I'm gonna... There we go. All right, now all you have to do to make a whale tail punch, like this one, is you fold it in half. Now I'm going to use my smaller punch just because I have it, but you could use the same punch that you used to make this, but, and then you just kind of put it in there at an angle and do that. And then you do the same thing. I have to open that up so I can see it. Like that, and you've got your whale tail. So now we'll put that aside, and we'll use that in just a second when we do the next one. I kind of regret using, I should have, the walnut stain's so dark, but oh well. All right, so we've got that one. Now let's do another one. Isn't that pretty? All right, let's put those aside. And is this 2 pieces? Yeah, let's do a little kind of collage. Whoops. I mean, we want to see the music peeking out, but let's just maybe do something that kind of brings in the edges a little bit. Do you know what I mean? What I'm saying is to cover up the blank space there. And here we have some, ooh, yeah. Let's go with that. This is, you got to be kind of gentle with, because it comes apart. Very easy. I hope you guys are all doing well. If you're new to the channel, welcome. It's been really exciting to meet all of the new subscribers and to see you guys working on some of these projects. So thanks for playing along. I don't like that. There we go. All right, that's good. That's good. It gives us some dimension. All right, now we've got, do I have another piece of, I don't have another piece of backed, but I do have this, and it's about the same size, right? Okay. So let's make this one. Oh, and that kind of goes nice. Look at how nice that looks. Let's hold on. I'm not going to see a lot of that. All right, so let's pull this down a little bit more. And we'll make sure it covers this. And just, it's not going to be straight. I can feel it. All right, now let's cut off this little straggler. Let's cut it off a lot more, just to be different. Okay. And we may as well just go ahead and put this on before we glue it down to the back. Doesn't matter which way you do it. But there you have it. It is actually Thursday when I'm doing this. And last night, or yesterday, was Dave's birthday. So I made him birthday dinner and I was working on, oh goodness gracious. And we sat down to relax and I was like, oh, I did not do, I had everything out to do this video and I didn't do it. And I'm like, oh, he's like, Angela, it can wait. I was like, well, okay. Well, babe, it's your birthday. It will wait. So here I am, early in the morning, doing this. And then I got to get ready for the live sale today, which I'm out of practice. I've been doing drop sales. So here we go. And there we have it. Oh, I like that one too. And I'm just going to lift this up. Just make sure I got this all down. So there we go. There we go. How easy is that? So here's one just plain. Here are the two we did with the splatters. And then we have our other one that we did together with that. Fun, huh? Easy peasy way to use your sheet music or any kind of papers that you have. I hope you all enjoyed that. And until next time, friends, remember to take time to just be, and I will be back tomorrow. And tomorrow is bread tabs. So I am doing something different. I already have some videos on bread tabs. So I will link those in the video description of tomorrow's video. And we will be picking out some papers for some additional projects for our journal that we'll put all this goodness in. So we shall see you tomorrow, and until then, have a fabulous day. Cheers.